Therefore all the sons of Israel went, and were gathered together as one man, from Dan to Beersheba, and from the land of Gilead to the Lord in Mizpah. And all the corners of chiefs of peoples, and all the lineages of Israel came together into the church of the people of God, 400,000 of footmen and fighters. And it was not hid from the sons of Benjamin, and the sons of Israel had gone up into Mizpah. And the deacon, the husband of the secondary wife that was slain, was asked how so great felony was done. And he answered, I came with my secondary wife into Gibeah of Benjamin, and I turned thither, and lo, the men of that city encompassed in the men of that city encompassed in the night the house in which I dwelled, and they would slay me. And they travailed my secondary wife with unbelievable madness of lechery, and at the last she was dead. And I took and cut her into gobbets, and I sent those parts of her into all the terms of possession. For so great felony and so grievous or so great sin was never done in Israel. Now all ye sons of Israel be present, deem ye what ye owe to do. And all the people stood and answered, as by the word of one man, we shall not go hence into our tabernacles, neither any of us shall enter into his house. But we shall do this thing in common against Gibeah. 10 men be chosen of 100, of all the lineages of Israel, and 100 of 1,000, and 1,000 of 10,000, that thy bear meats to the host, and that they bear meats to the host, and that we, fighting against Gibeah of Benjamin, may yield to it for the trespass that it deserveth. And all the people, as one man, came together to the city, by the same thought and one counsel. And Israel sent messengers to all the lineage of Benjamin, and they said, why so great felony is found in you? Betake ye the men of Gibeah that did this wickedness, that they die and evil be done away from Israel, which would not hear the commandment of their brethren, the sons of Israel. But men of all the cities that were of the part of Benjamin came together into Gibeah to help them and to fight against all the people of Israel. 26,000 were found of Benjamin, of men drawing out sword, besides the dwellers of Gibeah, which were 700 strongest men, fighting so with the left hand as with the right hand, and casting so stones with slings at a certain thing, that they might smite also in hair, and the stroke of the stone should not be borne into the t'other part. Also, of the men of Israel, without the sons of Benjamin, were found 400,000 drawing out of the sword and ready to battle, which rose and came into the house of God that is in Shiloh. And they counseled with God and said, who shall be prince in our host of battle against the sons of Benjamin? To whom the Lord answered, Judah be your duke. And anon the sons of Israel rose early and settled tents against Gibeah. And from thence they went out to battle against Benjamin. And Israel began to fight against Gibeah. And the sons of Benjamin went out of Gibeah and killed of the sons of Israel in that day 22,000 men. And again, the sons of Israel trusted in their own strength and in number of people, and they dressed battle array in the same place in which they fought before. So nevertheless, that they went up before to the house of God, and they went before the Lord unto night, and they counseled with him and said, shall I go forth more to fight against the sons of Benjamin, my brethren? Either nay. To whom he answered, ascend ye to them, and begin ye the battle. When the sons of Israel had gone forth to battle in the t'other day against Benjamin, the sons of Benjamin brake out from the gates of Gibeah, and came to Israel. And the sons of Benjamin were wild against Israel by so fierce slain, that they threw down 18,000 men of Israel, drawing out sword. Wherefore all the sons of Israel came into the house of God, and they sat and wept before the Lord. And they fasted in that day unto the eventide. And they offered to the Lord burnt sacrifices and peaceable sacrifices. And they asked the Lord of their state. In that time the ark of the bond of peace of God was there. And Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, was sovereign of the Lord's house. Then they counseled with the Lord and said, shall we go out more to battle against the sons of Benjamin, our brethren? Either shall we rest. To whom the Lord said, go ye up against them, for tomorrow I shall betake Benjamin into your hands. And the sons of Israel set at ambushments by compass of the city of Gibeah. And the third time, as once and twice before, they brought forth the host against Benjamin. But also the sons of Benjamin brake out from the city boldly, and they pursued further the adversaries fleeing, so that they wounded of Israel, as they did in the first day and the second. And they killed by two paths, Israel turning backs, of the which paths one was straight out into Bethel, and the t'other into Gibeah. And Benjamin threw down about 30 men of Israel, for they guessed to destroy Israel, as they did before. And by craft Israel took counsel, feigning them to flee, that they should draw Benjamin from the city, and that they as fleeing should bring forth Benjamin to the foresaid paths. Therefore all the sons of Israel rose of their seats, and set in battle array in the place which is called Baal-tamar. And the ambushments that were about the city began to open themselves little and little, and go forth from the west part of the city. But also other 10,000 of men of all Israel excited the dwellers of the city to battles. And the battle was made grievous against the sons of Benjamin, and they understood not that perishing nigh to them on each part. And the Lord smote Benjamin in the sight of the sons of Israel, and Israel killed of them in that day 25,000 and 100 men, and all these were warriors and men drawing out sword. Swiftly the sons of Benjamin began to flee, when they saw that they were the lower. And the sons of Israel saw this, and gave to them place to flee, that they should come to the ambushments made ready, which they had set beside the city. When these ambushments had risen up suddenly from hid places, and Benjamin gave back to the slayers, they entered into the city, and they smote it by the sharpness of sword. Swiftly the sons of Israel had given a sign to them, which they had set in ambushments, that after they had taken the city, they should kindle fire, and that by smoke ascending on high, they should show the city taken. And when the sons of Israel set in that battle saw this, for the sons of Benjamin guessed them to flee, and they pursued them busilier, when 30 men of their host were slain. And they saw a pillar of smoke go up from the city, and also Benjamin beholding behind, when he saw the city taken, and the flames be borne on high. They that feigned to flee before turned their face to Benjamin, and more strongly withstood him. When the sons of Benjamin had seen this thing, they were turned into flight, and they began to go to the way of desert, while also adversaries pursued them there. But also they that had burnt the city came against them. And so it was done, that Benjamin was slain of enemies on each part. Neither there was any rest of men, dying, and they fell, and were cast down at the east coast of the city of Gibeah. For sith they that were slain in the same place were 18,000 of men, all strong as fighters. And when they that had left of Benjamin had seen this, they fled into wilderness, and they went to the stone, whose name is Rimmon. And in that flight the stones of Israel went openly after, into diverse places, and they killed of them 5,000 men. And when Benjamin fled further, they pursued them, and killed also of them other 2,000 men. And so it was done, that all that fell down to Benjamin in diverse places were 25,000 fighters, most ready to battles. And so 600 men were left of all the number of Benjamin, that might escape and flee into the wilderness. And they sat in the stone of Rimmon 4 months. And the sons of Israel went out, and they smote with sword all the remnants of the city, from men unto work beast, and devouring flame wasted all the cities and towns of Benjamin.